Welcome back to the channel. I'm Lucid Rob. Today we're going to watch videos you send me about conspiracy theories, and then we're going to talk about them and figure out what's going on. Let's get into it.
What the?
They've been trying to tell you all along, but you never listen. Buzz Aldrin, the famous astronaut who was on the moon, was trying to tell us that the moon landing was fake the whole time. Just watch this video.
What was the scariest moment of the journey?
Scariest? It didn't happen. It could have been scary.
Why has nobody been to the moon in such a long time?
Because we didn't go there, and that's the way it happened.
I remember my parents waking me up, and we went down and we watched you guys land on the moon.
No,
which
you
was
didn't. No, you didn't.
What?
You watched animation. So you associated what you saw with...
I have very hazy memory.
Not a bad line. Not a bad line.
There is no such thing as gravitational pull. We lied to you.
Maybe this whole operation was never really about reaching the moon. What if the entire mission was just a carefully planned distraction to keep us from paying attention to what's actually happening here on Earth? And this is why they've been trying to tell you all along, but you never listen.
I wonder how much of that was taken out of context. Because I know he's actually punched a man for denying that he went to the moon, right? So he could have just been being facetious, being funny and whatnot. I personally don't think that the footage that we saw from the first moon landing was real. I mean, they had stuff, it's insane, the things that they aired that they tried to convince us was true. It's like really crappy special effects. And not just from the initial moon landing footage either. I mean, like other footage from space that was very clearly not real. So who knows at this point if we went to the moon, if we didn't, if that footage was real, if it was Stanley Kubrick, or if we did go there and just found something that we couldn't share.
The official disappearing of the moon will happen in February. You know David Copperfield?
Famous
Illusionist?
magician? Yeah.
Magician?
Yeah.
Legend.
Well, he's back on the scene. He says his next trick will be to make the moon disappear.
Don't do that.
So he was interviewed, and he says, yes, it's taken me 30 years to figure it out. And then he goes on to say, it's for the Save the Children Foundation. And his quote was, if one man can make the moon disappear from the sky, imagine what we can do to make hunger, poverty, and danger go away for children.
It's like Zoolander who's the magician. If I can make the moon disappear, that's not going to help anything.
He's been testing it for the past few months, and people have reported the moon disappearing.
Uh-oh.
I've seen multiple TikToks that are like, they're a Starfinder out, and they're like, and the moon's supposed to be right there, and there's no moon. And he's asked, if any one of you sees something strange in the sky, please report it to me, because I want to figure out if the tests are going too early.
So everyone's going to be able to see it?
Not even knowing this is happening.
Yeah.
People are like, where's the moon?
We are literally in a Truman Show.
We figured it out. The world famous magician, predominantly Las Vegas acting magician, David Copperfield, is responsible for chemtrails. He was putting the chemtrails up to hide the moon for a trick he's been working on for 30 years. That's my theory. So, what's yours?
They have been hiding this from you. The Great Pyramid of Giza is not just a massive stone structure built by primitive cultures. They've been lying to you. There is strong evidence that the pyramids were once covered by a flood. The creatures who built these structures knew how to use Earth's energy and had a deep understanding of the stars. All the pyramids are aligned with the Orion constellation, showing their advanced knowledge of astronomy and ability to harness celestial energy. But here's where it gets even crazier. The materials used to build the pyramid were intentional. The Nile River used to flow much closer to the pyramids. Satellite images and geological studies show that ancient Nile channels once brought water right to the pyramid's base. The pyramid's base is made of granite blocks filled with quartz crystals. Quartz has piezoelectric properties, meaning it generates an electric charge under pressure. The pyramid's heavy weight creates this pressure, producing a continuous electric charge. The Nile's water acted like a hydroelectric dam. These were not just tombs built by slaves, they were advanced energy machines. Think about it, why would a tomb need electricity?
Hey man, someone's got to keep the lights on after we're gone.
The first scientist finally made his way down the cylinder shaft all the way to the two chambers at the bottom, and what he discovered in his reporting back is not only going to blow your mind, it's going to change science as we know it forever. They were going to send an AI robot down the cylinder shaft, but a doctor, one of the archaeologists, Dr. Remy Demi, said, nope, send me, because there might be some complexities or sequencers that we have to navigate, and we need a human to be able to do it. And so they packed him plenty of food, they gave him a camelback, and some prime energy drinks, and they sent him down. It took him about a week to get down. And he's saying that the stairs, the precision of the stairs, he doesn't know how ancient Egyptians had that technology. And he did say it spiraled down. But when he got down to the bottom chamber, he said one of them was full of a pool of a deep blue color. And there was a bunch of perfectly preserved bodies floating in it. He said you can even see the color of their irises. And there was a strong desire that he had to get in the water himself. He said it was super alluring, but he refused and fought it. But what happened next is crazy.
Stop the cap. I'm calling bullshit on that one. Absolutely did not happen. I don't know who this guy is, but I don't know where he got his information. I'm going to say I am 98% sure that did not happen.
To show you an alien in real life, bro. And everyone that's watching this can do it right now. I need you to go to your bathroom, stand in front of your sink. Most people have a mirror there. I'm going to teach you a way to see the aliens that's going to blow your mind away. Flick the light on and just look into the mirror and you're going to see the alien. We are the aliens if you believe in God. If you believe in God, we, human beings, are the aliens. We are not the ones that originated on this earth. The story of creation, Adam and Eve, peace be upon them, they were cast down from the heavens when they fell into temptation. So we're the aliens, Danny. I got a news flash for you. You're an alien, bro. Welcome, man.
Thanks, man. Happy to be here.
I'm sure you come with a Christian upbringing. You've heard the story of Adam and Eve, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What did it say? We fell from the Garden of Eden, yeah? Right. Okay. So you're the alien, Danny.
Yeah, but wouldn't every being from another place be an alien to you? So we are aliens to, if there's another civilization out there, we would be alien to them the same way they're aliens to us. So we're all aliens in that sense, right?
Absolutely. Alien means something foreign or not understood.
Right.
And that concept, I agree with what people say, like there's aliens and we're going to see them. Yes. But I'm going to use the Abrahamic perspective on this.
Well, that was the gayest shit I've ever heard in my life. It's like the poster child for like every super deep, try hard, compelling podcast. You want to see aliens? I'll show you an alien right now. Yeah, I want to see an alien. That's why I'm watching this. I'm watching this video because you said you have an alien. You have evidence of aliens. I'm watching this video. Pull out a mirror. Look in the mirror. You're an alien, bro. Bro, I will punch you in the mouth. I will throw this chair at you. Don't do that. Why are you the way that you are? You know what I mean? All these bro podcasts, dude, they drive me nuts. Like, I get asked to be on podcasts fairly often about different stuff, about business, about marketing, about conspiracy theories and stuff, and I just don't do it. I've been on a couple, and I just don't do it, man, because they're all like this. It's all just like people trying to sound way more like legit, way more knowledgeable, like way more important than they should probably be taken when it comes to the topics they're talking about. I don't know. I'm just mad. I'm just mad now. I'm just being salty because that video pissed me off. I wish no harm on anybody. Good luck with your podcasts, bros.
Since November last year, a lot of people have been getting this weird feeling as if there's something off. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. Your mom doesn't know what it is. No one knows what it is, but it's as if there's something off. And 2025 literally feels as if we're living in a different dimension or a parallel universe. So then this lady comes along. This is Cassiopeia7. She's been uploading videos since last week and she's been going viral. Everyone's talking about it. Actually, she's freaking a lot of people out with this supposed conversation that she's having with this entity called 7.
Contact 3, that's us, fails 29,149 days after Contact 1. 4,324 days in your future, which is May 27th. 2025.
So this thing is making crazy predictions about something that's about to happen in May 2025. And at first I thought this is ridiculous. This is a LARP or a fake story to grab attention. But the deeper I went into this, the more I found this bizarre connection with this theory that the alien orbs that are supposedly coming from the ocean are actually not coming from the ocean. They're actually leaving Earth for some reason.
The creator of the video that I tagged below said something that is actually terrifying. She said, what if the aliens are not coming? They're leaving.
Then there's this bizarre connection with Aleister Crowley's gray alien entity that he talked to, the alien pods.
Aleister Crowley, a very famous occultist who practiced ritual magic, he conducted a ritual that's called the Amalantra working, and he made contact with an alien named Lamb. This alien entity that he drew out was the first gray alien that was ever depicted. This magic ritual, it goes all the way back to the Book of Enoch. There were these fallen angels, they called the Watchers, and the Watchers came and they taught man how to use magic. And these entities taught them the Enochian language. Crowley said, okay, well, let's talk to these entities using that Enochian language, and he did that many times. For decades and decades, the government had this internal Pentagon group that said, hey, all this alien activity could be demonic in some way.
And this magnetic pole shift that's already happening.
So we live in Florida on the Panhandle, and this is what we're dealing with right now. It has been snowing for 5 hours straight.
This is the wildest thing I think I've ever experienced. Oh my god, so wild.
So this is really wild because it connects a bunch of things that people have never connected before. So what do you think?
I think that I can definitely relate with things feeling different this year, things being off. And granted, I've been pretty stressed. Life, family stuff, personal stuff. Completely transparent, this YouTube shit is stressful. You know, it's my job. It's supposed to be, right? But, you know, don't worry. Things are good. Like, overall, things are good. You know, life is stressful. That's just how it is. But things have felt like heavy, like a big, like, heavy weight, or like a heavy, like, thick energy. And there's like pretty much everybody else I talked to this year as well is feeling the same way. They're like, what is this? Like, what is this feeling? Like, why is everything feel so much heavier than it should? Why does every situation feel like it's so much bigger than it is, so much larger of an issue? So it's not just me. And I'm not going to say I'm glad it's not just me, because, you know, it's not a great feeling. And I would prefer other people to not feel bad just as much as I would prefer myself not to feel bad. But it is a little disarming knowing that it's not just me, right? Like, it's something, there's something going on in the ether, something going on in the world that is basically just like forcing us to become stronger, forcing us to become more resilient, and forcing us to, you know, kind of push through and become a better version of ourselves. And I don't know if that's the intention, but that's what we have to do. That's what we're forced to do. And that's how we grow as people. So, you know, there's silver lining in everything. We have all survived the worst and hardest thing that we've had to experience in life up to this point. And so long as we keep pushing through and fighting through it, we'll continue to do that. And with that comes growth and strength and progress and ascension, you know, depending on how you look at it and what you're doing for yourself and others. So, but yes, in short, back to the point of the video, things have felt a little different this year. So let's just, you know, cross our fingers and hope that, you know, things get back to feeling awesome and a little lighter soon.
This image was taken in 2018 by a girl sitting on her couch in her bedroom. She took out her phone and snapped this photo. At the exact moment the photo was taken, a bright orb appeared in front of her. Carefully looking at the picture, you can notice what seems to be a face with two big dark eyes. It appears to me like some type of gray species of alien. I've heard several stories on where extraterrestrials, even with their very advanced and reality-bending technologies, still make mistakes. This one being, for example, could have entered into a portal that might brought them somewhere at the wrong place and wrong time. These extraterrestrials are not all godly and perfect as you would expect. This picture was also analyzed and showing proof that if this was fake or fabricated, whoever did it did a really good job, making luminosity gradients blend in so well with the face of the being. If you ask me, this image is the most credible there is out there.
Nope. Throw it back. Throw it back. Nope. I don't like that. Don't like that. Don't like that at all. No, thank you.
Adult Swim is getting sued for coming after one of the most predatory industries in the world. This show is exposing secrets that they don't want you to know about. Watch this.
Okay, just go with me for a minute. What if there were a medicine that could heal, like, almost anything?
Well, yeah, that would be great, sure.
Yeah, right? But what if they didn't want you to know about it?
They? Sorry, who's they?
They is Big Pharma. It's the insurance companies, the government. Think about all the people who make tons of money just from keeping us sick by keeping us unwell.
And they are walking on thin ice because they took this guy's podcast down for saying something similar.
Most people, especially young people, probably don't realize that they're walking around right now at about 55%, maybe 60% of their true state of normal.
there is an element missing from their body that if they knew what it was, would make the difference between them being an average person and being a superhuman.
What supplement can I take? Don't end your sentence there, Gary.
So it's called L-theanine.
And then I found this Shark Tank clip that literally confirmed everything he was saying. Watch.
How long does it take to be effective? 5 to 10 minutes. So the people who try our product really love it.
Ryan, I gotta tell you, I am so friggin' hyped right now.
What they are chewing on is called neurogum, and they're the first company to combine caffeine with L-theanine, which studies have shown to put you in a flow state and enhance your cognitive function. Whenever I chew this stuff, it's like the world around me disappears and I'm actually able to focus on what needs to get done. Sometimes I'm so in the zone that I completely forget to eat. It's unbelievable how much I'm able to get done just from chewing a couple pieces of this.
Okay, I'm pissed again. Another video turned into another ad. I didn't know. So I don't know. I don't know. I watch these live. The first time I watch them is when it's recorded and you watching it with me. So if it turns into something stupid, I'm sorry. My bad. But you know, got to keep it authentic. You know, got to keep the trust there. What you see is what you get with me, guys. I honestly think it's more fun that way. Especially talking to you guys in chat and stuff. So, but that's it for today. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below what you want to see in the next one, share with friends, and until next time, peace.